Hey everybody, Brian here. It's I don't know, it doesn't matter what time it is. It's about 11:30 on a Friday night, and apparently I don't have much of a life, so I'm here talking about cleaning e-coils. Alright, I'm by far no expert at this. I am in the game with a couple of things that I have and I bought over time. It's kind of started out with this Atlantis Triton 2, which I thought was just the cat's ass for a long time. Loved this thing until I bought, well, then I got sold this thing. It's like a cube deal where the coil's on top and it's supposed to be the greatest thing in the world. It's garbage. So if you get one, just come home and throw it away. Anyway, so I go to the vape shop all the time because I'm getting different juices, and I see this, I don't know if it's smock or smoke or whatever it is. This big baby beast is big and badass. I love this thing. It was like going from I don't know, a Datsun to a Ferrari. And just the way this thing loads and does its thing is awesome. Totally sold. But anyway, I must be like a freak because I'm going through e-juices all the time. You know, I quit smoking and I started out at a 12, then I went down to a 6, and I went down to a 3 hoping to get to 0. And all I find out is that I'm just smoking the shit out of the 3s and going through coils like a baby goes through diapers. So, you know, and it's cheaper than smoking cigarettes, but it's expensive too at the same time. And I've watched every method to try to clean these things out. You know, everybody's got a method, everybody's got a way. But I'm going to try all 3 of the most popular ones to see what happens. First is one I saw earlier today, is vinegar. I don't know how well that's going to work. Second is just good old hot H2O. And the third is my favorite, I've got to share a little bit, is using vodka. So, it's not anything we're going to do here in the next 10 minutes. It's going to take overnight, so I'm going to be back here wearing a different shirt tomorrow to finish this thing up. But let's just start with the water. So, none of these coils are really burnt, but they taste like shit. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just using that thing too much, but I'm using it at the right temperature. I'm priming it right. I'm doing all the right things. But we're not here to talk about any of that. We're really here just to get them cleaned out. So they taste a little burnt. I don't know if they're getting dry hits, but all right. So method 1, that wasn't very hard. Throw it in water. People mix it around. I don't know why. Water's going to get in there either way. I'm going to let that sit. That water was just boiling, and I'm just going to let it sit. So that's H2O. The next one's going to be vinegar. I haven't tried this method yet, and we're going to do what everybody else does. We're going to throw some vinegar in there. Oh, probably a little too much. I don't know. It's about up to yo. Throw a couple of coils in there. I don't know if you can see. Probably not. But they're a little brown. Kind of stinky. You know, I met a guy the other night at a place. While I shake this around, I'm going to talk. Hopefully you can hear me. He said a lot of it has to do with the juice. Now, I'm a fruity juice guy. I'm not a fruity guy, but I'm a fruity juice guy. I like watermelons and strawberries and stuff like that because I don't want to, I mean, I quit smoking because I don't want to smell like smoke or taste like smoke. So I go for the fruit. And he says that's probably what's wadding up your coils real fast. I don't know. Either way, I don't want to go through a coil every 2 or 3 days just because I'm smoking on this thing like a... I was going to say something inappropriate, but I'm not going to. Like a lot lizard in a truck stop. But, yeah, so shaking it, I don't know what the hell that does. So we're going to get to the fun one, is the vinegar. And this is a badass top, a perfect 1.5 ounces. And it just stops at 1.5 ounces. God, too bad we won't be able to drink this later. So again, about up to yo. A couple nasty coils. That's one of those 2 coils, the .25s. I don't know if you can see that in there. Probably not. But that thing tastes really good. Yeah, and I have found that not all, you know what, just so it feels like somebody else, I'm going to use the other hand. Again, the only reason I'm shaking this is because everybody else seems to do it too. So, you can't really quite shake the water, otherwise I'm going to have hot water all over me. You know what, as a matter of fact, I can. I'll just leave it here. No, you know what, I'm going to make them all fair. I'm going to make them all fair. I'm going to put a little hot water in there. Holy shit, that's hot. Holy shit, that's hot. Anyway, maybe this one I'll use both hands. And of course it leaks out. But, again, vinegar, vodka, and water. I'm going to shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, and then we're going to let them sit overnight. And then when I come back tomorrow, we're going to pour each of them out into this little Pyrex thing and see what happens from there. Then we'll finish this video up. But again, not a promotional video, but if you want a badass setup, this big baby beast is the way to go. I mean, this costs 45 bucks, this costs 40, 45 bucks, but it's just a way better product. And I have no idea why I stayed with the Datsun for so long when I kind of just moved right to the Ferrari. That's amazeballs. All right, I will see you all here in the morning sometime, and we'll finish this up. We'll give them a couple more shakes, a couple more taps, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm back. I don't think I got enough sleep last night, but anyway, I got some of the essentials here. We're gonna get back into this. So overnight, since we shut this thing off, I don't know, 8 hours ago, we got the vinegar, the H2O, and the vodka that's been soaking these coils. So all I'm going to do is one at a time is take these, put them in the water, or actually dump them out, put them in the water, get them cleaned out, and kind of start out a drying process. So just for fun, I'll give them an extra little shake here, each of them. I'm not going to bore you with this whole thing the whole time and show you what it's like to just clean things out. That's kind of nasty. I don't know if you can see, that water's pretty cruddy. So I'm gonna give you a little look on each of those. Yeah, so I'm just basically gonna dump these things all out, rinse them out under hot water really, really well, and then we're gonna start drying process. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little plug for my son and his group called Shade District. They're a electronic dance music band out of Champaign, Illinois. And for the next 5 seconds, I'm going to play a little bit of their live show while I get these things cleaned out and at least rinsed off. And I'll be right back, and we're going to start the rest of the process. And we're going to test these bad boys and see if any of these friggin' things worked. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I got the water ones cleaned out under the sink. This is the vinegar ones I just dumped in there. I don't think the water is as dirty, or the vinegar is as dirty as just the water, but it's definitely a little cloudy. I shook it up a little bit before I dumped it in there. Just wanted to give you a comparison. All right, I'm going to go rinse these out, and I'll be right back. Again, I'm not going to bore you with all that, but basically I'm just putting them under the sink with super hot water and just, I don't know, trying to get all the whatever's in there out. And then I've got, you know, the sink sprayer, spraying that in there, just trying to get them just cleaned out. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I just rinsed out the vinegar ones. I'm gonna take some close-up pictures for you guys, but these actually look, they look pretty good too. The ones with water that I had soaking, I would say equally look as good. I rinsed the vinegar ones out for probably a minute under hot water, and again used that sprayer. I don't know, they turned up pretty well. So on to the vodka. Even in the morning, that lefty, woo! All right, I'm gonna go rinse these out and we'll line them all up. I'll take some pictures, I'll post them, and we'll get to drying and testing. You know, I keep forgetting I want to take pictures of, show you a little video of how cloudy it looks. Now, I would say the vodka, I wouldn't drink that shit, but it is probably the cloudiest of all three of them. I don't know why, but it's a method that a lot of people use, and you can see it's pretty cloudy and there's some crummy stuff in there. I don't know if those coils just happen to be a little dirtier than the other ones, or the vodka and the alcohol actually worked a little bit better, but I'm guessing it was the alcohol combination, and yeah, that's definitely quite a bit cloudier in there. So, all right, I'm going to take this little Pyrex over the sink, get these things washed out, and I'll be right back and we'll do our thing. So, the vodka ones, I rinsed them out again really good. They came out, I don't think they're they're probably as clean as the vinegar and the water. You know, it's early in the morning. I need freaking coffee. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to let these things dry out and do their thing, and I think it's super important that you get the water gets out of there. I don't know, use your hair dryer or just let them sit out or whatever you got to do. But you know, I know a lot of people blow them out, and that's probably what I'll do for a little bit, but I'm not going to do that on camera because I don't want to show my attraction, my blowing skills with these things. So anyway, I think most people just use you know, either a hair dryer or just a time and temperature method to get these things dried out. But I definitely need some coffee this morning. Woke up about 31 times in the middle of the night last night, which is definitely not me, but oh well. All right, so vinegar, H2O, and vodka. So next step is going to be letting these things dry out. You know, blow them out a little bit. Oh yeah, there's some stuff come out of there. And then we'll get these things sparked up and see what ones taste good and which ones taste like shit, and if we're ever going to go through this exercise again. Woo! Time to be productive. I actually built a custom dryer for these. I wanted to show you. There we go, custom dryer, right on the ledge. So we're gonna let those sit for just a little bit, a couple hours most of the day till the sun gets over the other side of the house, and we'll see if they taste like shit or if they taste good. Bam. Oh, also wanted to show you my custom selfie stick video holder. It's one of those floor mops with the rubber band on it, but you never knew that for most of the video. Go Hawks. Go Cubs, go Hawks, go Bulls, go Bears. Bears need the most help. I think anybody's ever called me a patient man. So, heat gun. Little tray I set up for these guys. And it's not that hot. I mean, it's just kind of doing its own thing. But that ought to speed up the process a little bit. And check this thing out. Little key holder I made. It's like damn near I'm on Pinterest. Little magnet, guys. Kind of cool. Hardware store. Goodwill frame. Cut it too short, so made something to go in there. That's it. I'm sure it has nothing to do with coils, but it's kind of a cool project. So anyway, yep, they're drying out nicely. We'll be back to do some testing and tuning real soon. Hey, we're back, we're dry, and I'm just gonna load these things up and prime them. I don't know if there is a particular rule to prime it a bunch of coils and then just letting them sit primed. I don't think so. If they dry out, you just prime them again. This is a juice, it's called Korean Jesus, and I got it from Vape 58 in Naperville, Illinois. You know, I was in a jam running out of product and ran into this place, and I assume it was the owner that was there. Super helpful guy. Just give him a little plug. Vape 58, Naperville, Illinois, on Ogden Avenue. Gave me this little Korean Jesus for free, and this stuff is really, really good. So on the spot, I just bought a bottle of it. It looks like it's their own brand. But this little operation for getting in there with this type of dropper helps out a lot. So, you know, as with any coil that I use, I like to soak it really good. You're not going to hurt it by soaking it. If anything, it's just going to drip through the bottom. But because of what I did to these, I want to make sure that these things are tip-top and we get a fair comparison out of all of them. These have soaked for a little while. The first one I'm going to test is the vodka. This is that little .25 coil. I'm going to speed through this stuff. Yep. Hits. Actually tastes really good. Seems like the vodka got this one dialed back in. And unlike usual, it doesn't have a break-in period. All right, I'm going to try the other vodka one. Again, vodka number 2 coil worked out great. Tastes like it's brandy new. All right, we're going to do the water next. Pleasantly surprised. And they tasted pretty bad before too. I mean, they were kind of real bad. All right, here we are, second water coil. Uh-oh. Atomizer short. You know what? Damn it! I knew that before too, because this was a bum atomizer, so that's why it was in the discard pile. So this one's actually going to go back to the store because it stopped working right away. All right, this one I'm a little nervous about. This is the vinegar one. Roll the dice. Definitely doesn't taste as good as the water and the vodka. Right out of the gate. Still has a little bit of that same flavor that it did when I took it out of there to clean it the first time. We're going to try the other one. It's definitely a little bit better than it was when we started out, but it didn't do clearly as well as the vodka and the water. So to make a long story short, and my synopsis is, at the end of the day, if you need to clean your coils, I would simply use hot water. Soak them, clean them out real well, and save your vodka for drinking, because that was a waste. So other than that, hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for taking so long to get to the end to a very simple result. But hey, check out Shade District. It's my kids' dynamic duo, the electronic music band out of Champaign, Illinois. And stop by Vape 58 and hit these guys up. They're super nice people. Great little shop at Ogden Avenue in Naperville. And get one of these smoke big baby boxes or whatever the hell this thing's called, because it is a dynamite unit. Alright, hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Like the video, share it. Trying to get my bucket list of a total of 1 million views on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe below, and I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for your support.